to run the AC every second that I can so that it doesn't get too hot. Hello, hello. I'm guessing that I'm already live. I'm looking for it on the computer so I can be seeing what's going on. Let's see. Here we go. I found it. That was fast. And I'm still in my work shirt. I was going to change and I forgot to change. Hello, everybody. My name is Audra, and I'm going to do yet another project with the April Club Couture design. I gotta wash my table. I was painting on it last night and I didn't clean up after myself. I don't know if you've seen any of the lives so far that have been going on this month, but we've had a lot of people come on and do different projects with the April Club Couture transfer. Tonight's my turn. I'm so excited. This is, oh, it's coming off. I've been using it. Sorry. I'm a little jacked up on sugar because I had a little ice cream sandwich. It's a skinny cow, but it's still an ice cream sandwich. Anyway, this is the April Club Couture. Keep going, keep growing. And I've seen a lot of different cute stuff being made with this, and I've had a lot of time to think about what am I going to do, and ideas that I came up with involved me going to the store and buying new things, and I didn't want to do that. So I went back into my craft stash and I looked around, and I found something that I thought I would do, because whenever I think of this transfer, I know these are flowers and plants, but I think of succulents. I just think of succulents when I look at this. And so while I was looking around in my craft room, I was thinking maybe I want to do something with succulents this time around. So I found a couple things that I can work with. But before I show you what I'm going to do tonight, I do want to show you a little something I made using this part right here of the transfer, because I'm not using that part tonight. So tonight I'm going to use just the words. But last night I made over this planters box, and it's going to be a gift. My mom's not in the group, so she won't see this. So I purchased this box at a thrift store and made it over for my mom, and I used the plants. I don't know if you can see. After I did the transfer, I watercolored a little bit. So there's a little bit of green that I added to the leaves, and a little bit of purple that I added to the flowers on that side. And then on this side, I added a little bit of yellow to these and a little bit of blue to those. It's kind of hard to see the blue because there's not very much there. And then on this side, I put, whoopsie, I put the tree that's in the middle. The tree that's in the middle on each side of the box. So it's a double-sided box that she can put on the coffee table if she wants and put some flowers in it, or maybe as a centerpiece, or when my shellac gets here, I'm going to treat it so she can use it outside if she wants to. So that's one of the things I've done with the April Club Couture. And tonight I'm going to use this surface that I purchased a long time ago, and it's been sitting in my craft room. I've had several of them. I purchased a few because I had some great ideas for them, and I used one. Hi Penny, how are you? Penny in Utah. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. I think my mom's gonna like it. So I have a few of these left, and so this is what I found sitting on my shelf right here. This is what was in the picture that posted 30 minutes ago, letting you know I was going to be coming live at 7. And my original plan was just to leave this color, but I changed my mind last night at the last minute before it was time to go to bed, and decided to do something different. So while I was sitting here meeting with some ladies, I painted one. I took off this string, and I took this off. It's just got a little screw in there, so I took that off, and then I painted it, and I did it last night so that we don't have to sit here and watch paint dry. So here it is, white, painted white, and ready to go. I love the ridges and stuff, and my plan was to leave it like this, but I think what I want to do now is just kind of sand it down a little bit, just stress it a little bit up on the front and on the sides, and then finish it off. So at this point, I am going to straighten up here a little bit and lower my camera to aim it towards the table so you can see what I got going on down here. So if you tend to get a little bit dizzy, just close your eyes. I'll let you know when we're all set. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go lower to the table. And while I'm doing this, when you pop on, please do me a favor, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. I love to see all the different areas that people are watching from. I love to see how far we get with how far across the country or even the world we can get with our internet. Let's see. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I think we're in the line of I'm gonna wait for the computer to catch up. Perfect. Okay, so if you had your eyes closed, this is a good time to open them. I have some of these. These are little succulents that I picked up at my favorite store where everything used to cost $1. No, it doesn't. Now it's just a little bit more. And I've actually bought a flat of 24, and I've been using them for projects because I just love I love the little succulents. So I'm just going to take my sandpaper now at this point, and I'm just going to distress it a little bit along the edges. Just like this. If I'd thought of this last night, I would have done it last night. But I didn't think of it until I was sitting at work. Thinking about my project for tonight. Because this is where I would rather be. But I have to work, right? I have to pay rent and all that other fun stuff. So, alright. I did not sand this down before I painted it. I wanted it in its natural rough state. Just because I like it to look that way. There we go. And make sure I'm in the camera so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just doing the very edge. And I don't know what grit this is. P80, I guess. I don't know much about the grits. I just know some are really rough and some are really soft. And I know what I want to use because of the for the purpose that I'm using it for. Oh yeah, that's looking good. So it's not too late to get this particular design from Couture. If you've seen so many projects being done and you've got some inspiration and you want to make things with it, you can't buy it. The only way you can get it is to become a Couture member. And so if you want to get a hold of this, just contact your designer that invited you to this group. And they can help get you all set up if you're not already set up. We got a few more days left in April. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to do any more. I'm just going to do the edges. Here we go. All right. Let's get all the sawdust off the table before I try to. Hello, Fran. How are you? So what state are you watching from, Fran? All right. Now I'm just going to wipe this down a little bit. Make sure I get all the sawdust out of it. Okay. So, after I painted this and let it dry, I don't know if you could see, there's the hole from where I took out the little plastic hanger. So, sorry. This is going to be the bottom of the frame, so that this will be kind of covered up once I add all of the succulents. So that way I wasn't too worried about filling it, because it's just, you're not going to be able to see it by the time all is said and done. So what I did was, after I painted it, I just used Waverly White Top Paint. And then I sanded the edges down just to kind of distress it a little bit. And then I took my surface wax. New Hampshire. Oh, that's cool. New Hampshire. Wow. Nice. So this is the surface wax. And I just put a little bit up here. I did only the top planks because I'm not going to be chalking down here. I'm only going to be chalking up here, and I'm a mess already. So I did that. And now, at this point, all I need to do is take my transfer and add the words, keep going and keep growing. So I'm going to go ahead and fuzz it a little bit, just to be sure it doesn't stick too hard to the board, because this is wood. And if it's really sticky, it will, when you pull it up, you could end up with some of the wood, you know, little, not splinters, but you know what I'm saying, right? You could pull it up and end up with little pieces of, tiny pieces of wood stuck in there, and you don't want that. So the waxing helps with that, and then the fuzzing helps with it as well, so that it won't stick too much to your wood. Yeah, if you're, I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, I've got a craft area that is just got a stash from, I don't know what. I mean, I don't think I really don't need to go to a store ever again, quite honestly. Because I have so many things, and so that's why I decided to go with this, because it's a way to use up my stash and not go back to the store again to buy new things, buy more things. I had a friend in here shopping the other day. She was shopping around, getting things out of my room. All right, so I'm going to kind of do keep going and keep growing. So I'm going to put keep going on the, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I want to put the keep going right about here. And I'm centering it on the plank. And then I'm going to put the other one on this plank. And then the succulents are going to come right underneath it. So right now, I just have the keep going right here. It's kind of centered on this piece of wood right here. And it's kind of moved in a little bit, and then this is going to go across here, one step down. Yeah, that's where it's going to go. Yeah. So, and I'm just doing in black velvet. I originally was planning to do this natural wood color. Monique! Hi, sweetie. I hope you're having a better day today. Somewhat better day, as good as it can be. Alright, so black velvet. This is going to be an easy one. I probably should have said that. I'm sitting here thinking, I probably just jinxed myself. So all we have to do is I'm just getting some chalk paste out of here, out of the container, and I'm just spreading it across wherever I see the white poking through on the screened area, kind of holding the squeegee at a little angle. I'm not going crazy and doing all these different directions. I'm not pressing really hard. I'm just gently spreading the paste, kind of like, you know, putting butter on a toast, or actually putting peanut butter on bread. Because when you do the peanut butter on the bread, you don't want to go too crazy with it, right? Because it'll just tear the bread up. That won't happen here. All right. Now I'm going to peel this off. Yes, Fran, I do too. I do too. Oh my gosh. It's got this little ripple to it. I love it. The words have ripples to them? No, I just love the way it's got the little ripple to it. It kind of goes along with the wood. Okay, so I'm going to dry that. All right, I didn't want to do it too long because I don't want to melt the wax. So that's dry. Now I'm going to take this and go on the next, let me move it over so I can see what I'm doing better. I'm going to take the Keep Growing and put it on, I think it'll be okay. Put it right here. Keep Growing. Kind of center it on that piece of wood, and I want to bring it in about as far as, I'm trying to judge, you know, the distance on the side here, because I want to be consistent with it. I'm not going to push down up here. Okay. I'm just going to push down the letters here to make sure there are no air bubbles in the screened areas. A little bit of air bubble right there. The board is uneven right here, so I'm going to have to be careful right there. I may even scooch it up a little bit. Let's do that. Let's scooch it up a little bit. Make sure we're as straight as possible. There we go. There, that's better. And I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier. I'm just going to take my squeegee, get a little paste. Whoa, I got a lot of paste. And just, all right. I see a little bit of white sticking out over there. I've got the paste on the squeegee everywhere except where I need it to be. So it's like on the corners, on the edges, but not in the middle. There we go. Pull that off. Woo, yeah. Okay. I'm going to spray this with water and set it on here. Now, I didn't show you. The first time I used it, I wrote on the back. And the reason I did that was because when I'm ready to put this back on here, with this back on here when it's dry, I want to make sure it gets set on the correct side, which is the shiniest side. So the matte side, you do not want to put it on there. I've done it. I put it on that side before, and it was very, very difficult to get it off. I almost ruined my transfer trying to get it off because it was so sticky. This is the side you want. So to make sure I'm, in case I'm not paying attention, which is most of the time, I write on the back side. Just to be sure that I don't put it there again. Keep going, keep growing. So there's that. Now, I'm going to close this up so that it doesn't just sit open and start to thicken up. Set that over there. Get this out of the way. I'm done chalking. That's it for today. Now what I want to do is I have these that I put in the black pots. Before I do anything, I'm not done chalking. I just lied. Hold on a second. I just had a thought. I want to take this. I want to see if I can put this little heart on here before I do anything else. It might not be easy to do, but then again, it might. So I'm taking this little pot with the colored succulent in it, and I'm just going to put a little heart on the front, just in the brilliant white. There we go. All done. Take this off. So now we have that. Now I gotta set it down so I don't ruin it before it has a chance to set this down here. So, I'm gonna dry that. Ooh, I almost smudged it. We'll see if it makes it. So, the idea is to put all of these in here. But if I stand this up, they won't just stand here. So I'm going to glue them down so that they stay in here. So I have a little bit of E6000 and I have my hot glue gun. So what have you seen people make so far? I've seen a planter box, and I've seen a tote bag, and I've seen some really pretty pictures. What have you seen that you liked the best? Well, that's going to go right there. Now I put some E6000 for a permanent hold, and then I put hot glue for the quick instant dry. So the hot glue will hold it down while the E6000 is taking time to dry. I'm going to do the same here. Oh goodness, my E6000 is dripping all over my table. I better clean that up. I'll just put that under it. Alright, so some E6000 and some hot glue. And now I'm going to take this and pop it right here. And hold that down for a second. And make sure it's pushed all the way over so that I can fit all 5. And I'm going to take this one, do the same thing. Boy, this is just coming out like crazy. I may have to put the lid on it every time I use it, because it is just pouring out. And then do this. that over here all the way on the edge. Oh, thanks, Monique. It just came to me as I was looking around in my stash. Too bad you're so far away. I could have you come and, well, thank you, Fran. Okay, and then we'll take this little guy, put some E6000, and some hot glue. Stick it right here and hold that. So it's mostly black and white with a little green, and then I've got just a little pop of color. Oh, a pillow for the patio. Penny, that is awesome. I love that. I haven't seen that one. That's an awesome idea. And the shirt too. Yeah, I haven't seen a shirt either. I need to get in there and start finding the lives. All right, so now the last one. It's not too late. If you're interested and you're not a Club Couture member, it's not too late to get this design. Put that right there. So this would be cute like on a windowsill or on your fireplace or on a table outside. The plants are fake, so they'll never... There we go, look at that. Okay, so now one last touch. One last touch. I'm gonna take this ribbon. I'm just gonna make a couple little bunny ears and tie them in a knot. And I'm going to make the bows a little smaller. And I might even just, I want to make it bigger. So what I'm trying to decide is if I want to do a bigger bow. Hold up. Cut some of this off. I think what I want to do let's just wrap that around just to make the middle of it prettier. Maybe. So pop that on there. So I'm cheating. I just tied the bunny ears in a knot, and I took a little strip of ribbon off of the ribbon thing there, and I'm just gluing it around the center to make it look a little better in the middle. I'm not the best bow maker, so I'm always looking for ways to cheat. This is one of them for me. So now we have a nice little pretty center. And we have our bow. And I'm thinking we can just, I want to dovetail the ends. I need to put some more glue. My cheating isn't working. I probably made it too small. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, so the glue is hot. You gotta be careful. There we go. Get off my thumb. I'm making a mess. You would think I'd have made the mess with the glue, with the paste, but no, I'm doing it with the bow. So center it. Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so I'm going to glue it down. I'm just going to put hot glue on this because, yes, I can envision, I was envisioning it in one of those little box windows, those little planter windows. What is that called? Where you have the kitchen sink and then it's got the window and it goes out, a garden window, a plant window, a box, and it kind of sticks out and you can put plants inside of it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Put a little dab of glue here. Oops, I'm out of glue. Bay window. Yeah, kind of like, but it's smaller. You know, because you know you have a bay window where, you know, they're big enough that you could have a bench. But then they're like over the sink, you know, if you want to grow herbs in the window, and the window kind of goes, you know, sticks out of the wall. I'm going to have to Google it. I'm going to have to Google it. Now, the only other question I have is, I just had another thought. Let's see. I'm looking at the colors on here. Let me know if this is too much or not. I'm thinking about maybe throwing a little button in there. That's too small though. What do you think? Should I leave the button? Should I add a button or just leave it? I'm looking for one that complements the middle. Oh, I like that. What do you think? That's a little too pink. That's too pink. Nope, I don't have a good size one that's perfect. I think I will leave it as is. That's it, all done. There it is. Let's do this. I'm going to raise this up, so if you tend to get dizzy, close your eyes. You're welcome, friend. It was my pleasure. So, Penny, you probably know what I'm talking about then. As far as, okay, I think it's at the right angle. Let me double check in case your eyes are closed. I'll let you know. A little bit more. It's hot in here. It's very hot in here. There it is. I love it. Keep going, keep growing. Oh my gosh. So that is my take on the April Club Couture. So if you want to get yours and you don't have Club Couture membership, holler at your designer and they'll help you get in. If you don't know who it is, we can help you find out. Absolutely can help you. And I want to show you real quick, like one last thing. May's coming up this weekend, right? Sunday is the first day of May. And we have our new transfer for May. Love this. Thank you, Penny. Look at this. This is May. So we will again, let me take it out of the air so you can see it without the glare of the ring light behind it. During the month of May, there will be lives going on as well. People sharing their ideas for this design. Look at that. Ice cold lemonade, freshly squeezed. Isn't that awesome? Oh, hey, wait. I got my lemons back here. Okay, sorry. All right. Thank you so much for joining me and watching and hanging out, and from all the places that you're at. And again, just holler at your designer if you want to check out Couture, or if there's anything else that you need. And if you need help finding out who that is, if you need it, just let us know. All right. Bye, everybody. See you later. Bye.